Hello, everyone. Today, I will talk about something interesting, which is called educational journey. I will talk about 5 points in this presentation. The first point is my education timeline. Then, reflect on the social determinant of health experience related to education. Two examples of how education stimulates in a positive way to realize healthy behavior, how it worked to adapt my behavior, and the last point is the barriers that I experienced. Let's talk about the first point, which is timeline of my education. In 2001, I born in Saudi Arabia. So in 2003, I start my educational journey by got a home tutor. She taught me the alphabet and number in English and Arabic languages. In 2007, I started my real education and began my elementary school, which is called 66 Elementary School for Girls in KSA. The girls' schools was named according to the number in Saudi Arabia. That's why my school name is 66. I studied 6 years in it. In 2013, I began my middle school. As you notice, it's also a number as I mentioned before. It's called 210 Middle School for Girls. I finished my middle school on 3 years in early 2016 and began my high school in the last 2016, which is called the 6th High School for Girls. I studied only 2 years and moved to Sudan to continue my senior year uh, in Alawiya Abdurrafi Middle School in 2018. And I get my Sudanese certificate to get to the college in 2019 in Ahfad University for Women in Sudan. And I precipitate as a medical student. Nowadays, on 2022, I am on the second year of medical student or on the medical school because of COVID-19 and our political situations and so on. Let's move to the next point. Reflect on the SDH experience related to the education. The first three schools were very care to adapt our medical interest by invite people from different medical field position to make simple session and give us simple leaflet about standard first aid. The student guidance office have a file of student physical condition for each one. So they know students who need help and they give them special treatment in a physical, nutrition, and psychological aspect. Now let's talk about the examples of education stimulate in a positive way. The first example was school health center activities. It's interested in conducting health awareness activities and program which makes students who interest in a medical aspect have more knowledge. In addition, a student who thinking about medicine can be can have a special training to become a certified training by their school. Second example is outside courses. Several schools exchange their trained students to represent or present different courses outside the schools. But they was very sure that courses adapted to the ages of the trained schools and recipients. But how it worked to adapt my behavior? Being one of the trained students on a middle and high school gave me a new vision and good knowledge at an early age. This increased the desire to enter medical field for each trained student. It creates students who know the simple medical basics in several houses, which increase the awareness in societies. Let's talk about the last point, the barriers that I experience. moving from one community to another because I spent most of my life in Saudi Arabia, then I moved to the Sudan, and 4 or 5 years ago is too hard to acclimatization due to the differences on societies and life condition. So it takes time to be a part in it and being aware about the new environment. That's all. I hope you like my presentation. Thank you very much.